Okay, we're going to do lesson 10 circular pattern. So we're going to start a new part and we're going to save it as the ladder. Okay, so we're going to look at our object on our screen and see how we build this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here to start sketch. And because this is a kind of vertical, we're going to select this plane right here, the X, Y plane. We're going to hit OK. And then we're going to go into sketch mode. Now, when we build this thing, we're going to actually choose slot again, like we did on the other one. And remember on slot, you click, and then you drag, and we're going to make it 10. And then we're going to hit enter. And then we're going to zoom out, and it's going to make a big object like this. Right now, all we're going to do is just hit OK. And we are done with that first part. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the dimension tool, and we're going to click on dimension. We're going to select this outside arc, click, drag, and change this to 0.25, and it shrinks our object down. Then we're going to move our cursor over to the right. We're going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to create a circle right here. Now, at first, we're just going to create the circle whatever size we want, and we're actually going to make it the radius of 2, because on our paper it says R1, and we have to double it because it's the diameter. Then we're going to select the center of the circle, and we're going to drag it up till it's touching the other object, like this. Okay. Now, because you haven't done a lot of what's called constraining from the previous activity, there's a button you're going to choose, and it's right here in the middle section. It's a circle with a line. It says tangent. We're going to click it. We're going to click this line, this circle, and we're going to click this, and it's going to give us this little, looks like a ring, and that means that our two places are connected together. So when I try to move, it will not let me move it. Okay. Now I can move the big object, but if you notice, the whole thing moves now. Okay. Now, for our purposes, I'm going to delete these inside stuff. You don't have to, but how you can do that is you go to this little button that says trim, and you're going to click on all of these pieces in the inside, and watch Inventor takes all of them away. Now, we can do this two different ways to circular pattern. We don't know the measurement of the depth of this, but we do know these circles, and they're actually kind of polygons. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in on our thing, our circle, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So you're going to go to the top where it says slot. You're going to select all the way to the very bottom, and you select polygon. Now we're going to start this polygon above the middle of the circle, just for our reference here, and we're going to create a 6-sided polygon. So we're going to change it to 6, which is already changed. Okay, and we're just going to move it over here, click, and we're just going to turn it so it is like this. Okay. Now, before we do anything else, we are not going to make this 6 times. We're going to pattern it. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So you're going to go to dimension. You're going to click on the middle of the circle, go to the middle of the other circle, and we're going to make this 0.375. Okay. That way we know it's in the right space. Then we're going to do actually, we're going to back up. Let's do this first. Back here. We're going to do this to this first. We're going to call it 0.25. That's what we need to do first. Then we're going to dimension, click to the center, move it out to the side, 0.375, and then watch, our object won't move. It spun the last time for some crazy reason. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to this thing that's a circular pattern. We're going to click it. We're going to select our geometry. It says geometry right here. We're going to click, 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 click. Axis line. We're going to select the arrow. We're going to select the outside circle. It shows us a pattern. Okay. We're going to make sure we have 6 of them. Okay, and then we're going to hit OK. Then we're going to hit Finish Sketch. And we just patterned. Now we're going to hit Extrude. And it should extrude out. We're going to change this to 0.25. And now we have created our extrusion on our object.